Hello, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to your reading. And if you're new here, I'm Divine Light, and I'm so happy you have joined me today. In this reading, we'll dive into the energies of your next 4 weeks with a general overview. And if you go out and enjoy this one, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up and hit subscribe so we can continue to grow and shine together. Let's dive in right away. Start out with your coffee cup. Then we're going to jump into your tarot. I have here a little cat hair because I have many little cats down. And so we start out with an unexpected tears of joy flowing within the first week. And so this is actually going towards the third week as well. I feel this might be for some of you a process of maybe like a step-by-step thing that you're going to be doing. This can be maybe attending a seminar that is going to take like maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or this can be something that you will start in the first week and it's going to keep going till the third week. And this is, it has kind of like very beautiful flow. So I feel like this is not something that you're organizing. You're becoming a part of it. Okay. You're stepping into it. And it's a very light energy. It can even be, now I'm thinking maybe 3 weeks of Pilates program, something to really rise your energy to high. It can be dancing, which is actually a great way to rise your vibration, raise your energy. So it is going to have very light, activity. It can be a very light activity as well. And the thing is, though, it is going to bring you from, maybe even you can tell it like a quantum jump, like a 3 weeks progress is going to happen with one thing or 1 day's work. Okay. I see here in your heart space, there's someone standing right there. This person has kind of like spikes on their back, like a dragon. Most of the time, I interpret dragons as a Sagittarius because we have the fire as the Aries is the ram, Leo is the lion, and Sagittarius we see a bow and arrow, the warrior, and also kind of like reminds me of dragon's energy. They have the dragon's energy. So this can be a fire sign, passionate, carefree, and in your heart space though, that's why I feel like maybe it's someone like a love interest or maybe someone close to your heart, like a family member. Because you're a water sign, Cancer, most of the time water sign and fire sign do not really come together unless you're siblings or relatives. Then like somehow we find a way to work things out with our siblings. And I feel like here, this person is in your heart right now. Maybe you're thinking about them. And I see that your crab actually like going towards them, or maybe you're meeting in the middle with this person. And there's an issue. There's a person in between you opening up a pathway together to you. Okay. So I feel like you might be even like go on a journey with them. Okay. And the journey is, like I said, you have a common point, a common person in between. And that person might be the one showing you, look, there is a pathway here, there's a way to take care of things, or there's a situation that needs to be taken care of. I see communication lines, there's a new highway, higher highway showing up, an easy solution to the situation. So this person might be telling you like, okay, go ahead, follow this path, and that will get you the solution. There's an invisible force right here. I see a feminine energy. She has kind of like a whip in her hand and just holding, maybe even like there's a chokehold there on the pathway. So it seems like here, this is someone, even though, like I said, the fire and water cannot really get along very well. As I mean, this is statistically, the horoscopes are statistically that we know, but doesn't have to be because we have sun, moon, rising, Venus, all kinds of different aspects to us. So it seems like here, when you're going to hit the road with this person, you're going to come across a challenge. Something is holding. And this can also be energy of someone like you, not visible, invisible, maybe like an ancestor creating this kind of like hold. So you guys can utilize the best parts of yours to find a solution, okay, along the way. Now I'm starting to think this can even be a challenge for you to figure out how to get along with a certain type of people that you don't usually get along with. Okay. And what happens is there's so much light here So when you have the intention to, okay, I'm going to find a way, I'm going to figure this out, we're going to find a common point, or we're going to find like a point that we can merge and find the solution. When you do that, the path unlocks here in front of you, okay? I see here, after that, there's a lion right there. This can be a Leo. This can be someone who's a leader to you, or maybe who thinks they're the leader to you. They're going to get disappointed. The lion is not happy because you have right there the dragon. And it kind of looks like a horse as well. It seems like maybe this is an authority that you need approval from, you need something from in order to get what you want. But when you figure out how to achieve success with a different type of energy that you're not familiar with, this person is going to be disappointed. So I feel like, because horse is wish fulfillment, this person is depending on you maybe not becoming successful, not achieving your goals, so they can really tell you what to do or keep their power up, but they're going to lose that on you. Another thing I see here, letter C is present, but I also see like a thumb. Can you see the finger right there? A finger, somebody's holding somewhere right there in between their fingers. And this can be even a situation, a represented situation that maybe this person really had you in a hold. Now I'm thinking, can be any person like that. Maybe like this is, you're finding a new home. If you're looking for a new home, this Sagittarius can be, I felt like sibling energy, but this can be a real estate broker that are going to work together, find a perfect place for yourself. And then this person, maybe old landlord, they think that you're in between their fingers. They're going to slip away. They're not going to be hold you down. This can be a new job opportunity you're going to find with a new recruiter will help you and open up a pathway. And that person, maybe like your boss that is holding you now hostage, maybe is going to realize that you're gone and they're not going to be able to hold you back. So it seems like a great deal. And the September we're going into, this is the next 4 weeks, September energy. I feel like I mentioned in another reading, even though the January is the beginning of the year, because it's the back to school time, it kind of feels like when the new year starts, actually. And we're starting with the September. When you're stepping in, we're starting with a new season as well. We're going into the fall. So this is actually shedding the old, dropping that dead leaves, like that. The leaves are not really immediately turning to red, or they don't really change color immediately in September. But some places, yes, they do. But it's the time of deciding, okay, these parts of these things are not really useful for me. And you're going to have like a full effect of that. And even if you're under the hold of something, a situation, you're definitely releasing yourself out of it. I even see there's a fish right there in front of you. Number 2 is partnership. Fish is wealth, abundance, resources. It seems like you're really going to find that sweet spot when it comes to finding like a partnership, someone that you can maybe work together, build together, and also receive material satisfaction out of it. It's not only going to be like joy and grace and happiness and gratitude. It is not going to be like emotional level. It's going to be on the material level as well. Okay. Like I said, I see in your heart, we have here the dragon energy. When I flip it, I see letter A, E. It can be in someone's first name or the last name. And then towards the last week, what I see here, the third week that you're breaking out of that hold, the last week I have here a chariot. Kind of looks like you see there's someone riding the chariot. I don't know if you know about the chariot card in tarot, which symbolizes discipline and mental work and physical work is actually leading towards a successful outcome. And the chariot represents the Cancer. So I feel like your horse is always a good sign in the coffee cup readings. It means wish fulfillment. And this is your hard work actually kind of finally paying off. This can be mental hard work, because everything actually we create them in first in mental plane and then in the physical plane. Okay. So it seems like here Maybe you are completing the mental work. Now your path will be open to do the physical work. You're going to get the inspired action, the right connections. And I even see here, there's many like people, spirits, support, angels. There are many like maybe even people in the literal sense following and supporting you here, which is a beautiful sight to see. And I see someone flying like a bird, maybe kind of reminds me of that, like a dinosaur bird, like with the long wings. So ancient news, that's the thing, that word popped into my head. This can be news about something or a payment about something you have done years ago. A good news coming, but it's something ancient, okay? It's something old. Maybe even like an old inheritance issue might be resolving. Another thing I see here, I didn't point to this one. This is actually within the second week, there's a pathway opening. We see there's a person right here. I don't know if you guys can see. There's a mouth, the eyes. The eyes looks like, one of them looks like fish. Can be someone money related. Coming into your life, or can be a Pisces also. And this person kind of reminds me of that nesting dolls, like the body shape. So they're actually opening up and giving you one. So this can be a person who has a lot of good resources stacked on top of each other. And maybe another thing I had, like maybe they didn't really share this with you for a long time. But it seems like, yeah, when you actually decide to break away from that, what's holding you down, they're gonna show up and maybe even share one of those resources that they have with you, okay? Outside of the comfort zone, this can be someone maybe you don't really get along well, or maybe someone outside of your city, your state, your town, country, or maybe someone not in the family. Maybe even if in the family, can be like someone that you have distance, okay? Like maybe physical distance or like a heart to heart. The hearts are apart. I'm going to dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, you can hold it in your mind and let's see what the answer is going to be. Your kismet's actually spilled out. It seems like something aligning with this person. So this person might be holding on to something that is rightfully yours for a while now. Oh, it's coming really fast. Your desire is coming really fast. There's a small pause on the pathway. Number 2 again shows up. So when the road gets blocked, what you can do here is maybe partner up with the right people, the energies, like, or it doesn't have to be people, it can be institutions that you can call up, ask for help, okay? I see the thinking man, Rodden, I think his name is here. This is the 4th week. There is like a moment of contemplation. I feel like here, like I said, you're doing the mental work that is actually reaching to success, and then the action comes forth and you're galloping towards that new desire you have. This is very strange. I see here, I forgot his name, it was just the tip of my tongue. This music artist, British, the song, he had the song for the Space Odyssey 2000. Uncle Tom, no. Oh my God, I sometimes draw a blank like that. David Bowie, when he had that lightning on his face. Okay, so the thing is, he's showing up after the thinking man. He's showing up. He's actually someone who can fully, who he was, express himself freely without any restraint, okay? And he was authentic and artistic and creative. So I feel like here you're pulling inspiration. There can be something happening there within the 4th week that you're pulling inspiration. Maybe from him, listening to one of his songs can give you inspiration. Another thing here is maybe this is actually, you have a part of you really connects with him or gets inspired in a way that he gets inspired. It doesn't have to, you don't even have to know him, but it can be something representative of your creativity that he has it. So if you don't know him, or if you never watched any clips of him, maybe go ahead and take a look at it. There might be a message in there for you, okay? That's going to come out like the thinking man. Energy is going to reflect outside in a creative manner, which will help you take the next move to get to where you want to go. Another thing here is I see like a couple here. I see letter E, I, and E. E can be in someone's first name or the last name. And I see there's a connection even forming here. Maybe someone feminine, or if you're masculine one, this can be feminine. If you're the feminine one, this can be someone masculine coming into your life. And it's not really, I don't see him like a burning romance in here. It's just like a, slight touch. There's a small connection that can also boost and give you energy, ideas, inspirations. Okay, so if you're getting close with anyone, and it doesn't have to form a relationship, it doesn't have to have a long-term thing, or this can even be someone that you have in your life right now, that close intimacy, maybe even sharing something, being vulnerable with them. If this is a person that you trust, that's what I'm talking about. It's not about like someone that you don't trust. And someone accepts you as the way you are. They might reflect something very valuable back to you. Okay, they might give you very valuable information, inspiration, or maybe you have an amazing skill, or you do something in a great way. They can tell you, oh, you should put it out there. And then it can start to turn the wheels of fortune for you. Now I'm going to dive into your tarot. We're going to pull after this an angel and a spirit's message for the month. We're going to look into the recent past, what's happened, what has happened, what's happening in the present, and also what you can do in the present. You can take that as advice, and what's that going to bring in the future. And even if we get a negative card, like seems like negative, for example, let's say we get something that is unpreferable, do not think of it in the sense of, oh, this is the end of everything. Do not think of it that way, because it can be coming as a warning to be aware of, or it can be a reflection of what's happening inside of your mind, inside of your heart, that you're not aware, that you can become aware of it and flip the thought. Okay, let's see what we have here. Like I said, the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is the past energy, so it's a good thing. So it's past in the past now. This can be someone lying, stealing, cheating, stealing swords before the war, left you without weapon, and now you felt in that moment like vulnerable, or didn't have any defense. So can be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, someone air sign, or maybe this is actually a situation that happened to you. You felt like you don't have any defense. Okay, because this kind of like a situation unexpectedly, when you wake up, you don't have any weapons to defend yourself. And this might have brought some death. Okay, I told you that if you see any negative, this is this card that I was thinking. I don't want to speak the name, but it seems like this situation maybe ended. Now I'm feeling maybe you were working in a corporate or in a company, that there was someone actually someone doing things behind your back, and that caused you to lose your position maybe, or lose your trust to the system. I feel like that's the energy showing up here. This can even be about relationships, but I felt the energy of that. Like this kind of things usually happen in those kind of crowded places. Okay, because someone might try to trick you, and I feel here too, maybe some of you decided, I don't want to be in this kind of environment anymore. This is not good for me. Okay, can be a relationship too. Maybe someone was tricking you. You recognize, you said, you know what, this is not serving me. This is not good for me. Let's walk away from it. And it seems like you did the right thing. The Queen of Cups is your feminine side, your nurturing, loving side. It seems like you choose self-love. Okay, and which is a good thing, because people can only love you as much as you love yourself. We are all reflecting mirrors to each other. So it seems like here somebody was actually maybe acting in their own nature, but you decided that you don't want that. You chose self-love. You moved on. You said, you know what? I deserve better. And now let's see what's coming. Better is coming. Okay. Emperor here. Oh, he's holding this golden apple, which I love. And an Ankh. Even though this is masculine energy, he's holding a feminine tool here. The Ankh is representative of fertility. Okay, the feminine creativity. So it seems like you chose yourself, and now you will actually find energies that will be choosing you. Leadership energies that are strong behind you, supporting you, lifting you up. Like I said, if you're dealing with like someone who thinks that they're between their finger, this is going to be someone who's actually going to give you the freedom to express who you are fully. And this can even be you becoming and getting on that and sitting on that throne. Okay. Another thing here, Nine of Pentacles at the moment. Choo! Okay, this is like a confirmation. If I sneeze, it's like a confirmation of what's coming. This is long-term financial security, wealth, abundance, and not only like having abundance in the sense of getting compensation from an accident, which is, I feel like those kind of things, we should always be careful when we're praying for something, and we should always ask for the highest good of all and best outcome for us, ourselves as well. But this is a good one. This is a good one. This is something that you will enjoy. This is something that you will even blossom in there. You see she's enjoying. She has her, I don't know, the hawk or eagle, and training that. Like, she has all this grape, which is representative of not only you're finding yourself in a very abundant, powerful environment that makes you feel powerful. You're also going to have the freedom to do what you want. Maybe even the things that other people think dangerous. This bird, for example, is a bird of prey, that you're going to have time to tame them, play with them. And this doesn't have to be like training a bird of prey. This can be, maybe you have a book idea that people are saying, oh, it's so dangerous. It's not that, it's the market is not in the right place. Whatever they're telling you, you're going to say, you know what? I don't care about the market. I have a creative idea. I'm following it. Okay. And I have the freedom to do it. That's going to be the position, the situation, the feeling, the state of being. We have Nine of Swords coming up here. I feel like this is going to be the advice part of the situation. There are going to be this kind of fears rising to the top. These are coming up so you can be aware of why you're not taking action, you're procrastinating, or maybe you're feeling like frozen in a moment, okay? Nine of Swords is the energy of like self-fulfilling prophecy. She goes to sleep with 9 swords above her head, like 9 different threats in her mind, and then she wakes up with a nightmare. So it can be 9 different threats, maybe 9 different fears that you have. You're going to sleep with them. This is basically suggesting, first of all, you might have these possibilities, probabilities right this moment, okay? Every time your mind finds this kind of things, find opposite solution to that, okay? Find the opposite of it, find the solution to it, find the goodness in it, because everything happens for our highest good. So why must be this happening? When you counter that fear with a hopeful thing, a hope, it is going to start to lose its power over you, okay? That's what you can do in this moment. And the future holds is, we have High Priestess here. She's holding the Torah, like a paper in her hand, which is knowledge, which is representative of her in all the things that she has gathered. This is actually your also intuitive side, which is that gut feeling tells you what to do, where to go, who to talk to. And so you're going to deeply connect with that energy. Okay, this can even be a Pisces, someone who has the knowledge guiding you, but more of that is, this is you becoming actually trusting and strongly following that intuition, which will really get you to the things, the places that you want to go, okay, in the future. We have here a Tower moment. Like I said, you guys getting like these kind of negative things, but don't think of it as a negative thing. This is something that you should know about. That's why it's showing up. The Tower moment is a structure that's not really working anymore. Okay, this is a building that's been crumbling. There's fire inside, and it's too late. They didn't even realize. And I feel like here, oh, this is very strong now. With your intuition, you foresee it before it happens. So this is your chance to actually, you're going to have the chance to, before your nightmares come true, you're going to get out of there. When you get out of there, you're going to find an environment. This can even be maybe a company that you're working at, or friendships that you're seeing the smoke coming behind. When you get out of there as soon as possible, and you're actually being comfortable, being strong, and being aware of what some fears are, is going to help you foresee this. And you're going to find your element, your family. This can be soul family. This can be making peace with your own family and happiness and future, and maybe even coming together with young energies, or you may be going back to your young desires that you want to manifest. You're going to get the chance to dive into that. You're going to really fully find yourself in that kind of satisfaction, okay? So it seems like even though the tower is a destruction, I feel like your knowledge is going to help you bypass that. You don't have to go through it, okay? But this Nine of Swords, instead of just being afraid of what's scaring you, it's actually coming here as an advice, like try to contemplate, even though they didn't come yet, you can come up with ideas. Oh, I'll solve it like this. I'll ask this person for advice. I'll get help from this situation, this institution, whatever it is. That actually helps you. That knowledge is going to help you overcome, maybe even bypass another tower moment, okay? In a tower moment and not another, a tower moment coming. You're going to foresee that. Let's see your spiritual message. Soul solitude. So I feel blue. She's wearing blue. This is blue. So if you can take time to meditate, contemplate, or maybe quiet your mind, 5 minutes a day. Start with 5 minutes, 3 minutes. And then continue raising that moment up. This is going to help you connect with your soul better to bring you the answers that you need faster. Your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet, and a place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, a time for you. Okay, so I feel like that's going to be extremely useful if you can spare time for yourself. I'm going to pull an angel. We're going to see where the angelic help can come. You can also ask for this angel to show up for you during this next 4 weeks to support you. Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael, they're actually both very powerful. And for you, we have the Archangel Raphael, Communion, and Ten of Cups here also represents communion, coming together with like-minded soul family people. Another thing with the Raphael, Archangel Raphael has the power of healing. This can be spiritual healing, mental healing, physical healing. And it seems like here, if you're searching for something like that, like maybe even like these fears that you have, you want to heal. I feel like finding yourself in a supportive environment is going to be helpful with that too. But you can call upon Archangel Raphael whenever you need help or you need to feel ease in your heart, and he will show up maybe even with communion, company, so you can feel confident, calm, and you can feel that love, that you're being loved by the universal love, the creator's love, okay? All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading, okay? And this is for, by the way, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So if you would like more information, go ahead and check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of this next 4 weeks. By the way, and if you go on to enjoy this one, like I said before, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe so we can continue to grow together. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.